Our first game type is going to be Combine Hardpoint for game number 1. This is set to be just a ridiculous matchup here. Now, Combine is set in the remote Egyptian Sahara. This vertical farming and sustainability research facility plays fast and frantic with tight interiors, an open middle, and a dangerous flank path. I think this is going to be an absolute battle. We've had some really, really back and forth games throughout the past couple days.
Right, the middle of the map gets crazy, and you're able to win those gun engagements with assault rifles from base to base. It's got a wall you can actually wall run to the opposing team's base, and then that far side of the map has that wall running spot all the way on the opposing side. So that is a good flanking area to get to the opponent's base. Then you're going to have the other side. It's going to have just a rocky area where you're going to have to win some close quarter gun engagements. And what I love about this map is viable for SMG players and assault rifle players, right? The SMGs can go on the flanks, play close quarters on the outside, and then the ARs can dominate the middle.
Yep, it's certainly going to provide a good variety. Now, we talked about bans and protects and how influential they're going to be on the game. Let's kick it off. This is going to be the first glimpse here of the live ban protect system.
Yeah, so Tommy and Sensor are both going to go at the same time here, and it's pretty much a race. So you see Sensor, he's going to ban that thermal sight, and Tommy, he's going to go for the UAV. So both those players are going to go down to the next two players in line.
Yep, we'll keep ripping through here, see what players are trying to eliminate. It was really awesome just watching through the course of that first day how dynamically it changed game by game as players started to adapt to each other's playstyles.
Right, because players started to ban, the guns that the other players were good with. And then it saw, game to game, game mode to game mode really changed ElGato. He's going to go to protect that M8A7 favorite of everyone from Black Ops 2.
We've seen that M8 used so much, and not surprised that's the first one protected. You'll see Flex going to be banning the mothership, and then Kiwi will protect that Man of War.
That's for his teammate, though. That's for his teammate,
that's for Buzzo, 100%.
Yeah.
Buzzo has been ripping with that Man of War.
Here's where, the strategy comes into it. Buzzo has that last ban. He's not going to be able to really, Merc would have probably banned the Man of War right there. That's been Buzzo's go-to. He ends up getting rid of 6th Sense, and then Buzzo gets rid of C4 at the end, and now we have the Specialist Draft Maven.
Yep, this is huge. Now, we've seen a lot of different game types. We've seen how these players have adapted again over the course of the past couple days. These picks are going to start to come in. You're going to see Annihilator coming in as first pick for Sensor and Tommy. Tell me a little bit about that Specialist class.
Yeah, so the Annihilator is that massive high-caliber revolver with penetration rounds. You're going to see players try and pick up lots of kills on the outside. You're going to see TP go with Ruin Overdrive. You expect that out of a lot of the OBJ players. Lets you to move fast around the map. Gotaga going for that Outrider Sparrow. It's going to be nice to have that bow be able to
we haven't seen it used a ton. We'll see if it can be used to effect in this Hardpoint. And then Rejack, you'll see that coming in on both teams. Tell me a little bit about Rejack, Matt.
So Rejack, when you die, allows you to come right back to life. There's a smoke around it. It's great for players that want to hold down positions and then they want to get a second chance of it, right? You have to use it at the right time, or else it's not going to be as effective. You see the last two players, it's going to be a Prophet Tempest from Merc, and then Buzzo going to go with that Reaper Psychosis. That's one that we've seen a lot of players do some nice stuff with.
Oh, yeah, the Psychosis, you're going to have those holograms. We've seen them use the drones. Able to, defensively, we've seen it offensively and Hardpoint specifically. You'll have people set up in the Hardpoint. You're trying to bust in. You send out the holograms, provide a bit of a distraction, then you're able to fly in with the sub, fly in with the AR, make a big play on the Hardpoint. It's been phenomenal for me to see just how quickly, I know it's too early to develop.
Innovating how they've been using this stuff, right? The first day we saw them just kind of basically using them, just randomly whenever they got them. Now you're seeing them time when they use these specialist abilities really coming up clutch. We've seen a few times where that Rejack has come in, saved a team from losing those spawns, and then we've seen something where the Prophet Tempest it's able to just jump into a hill, clear, weaken 2 or 3 opponents. So it's going to be interesting game to game how this is going to change.
And you'll see here the one bit we didn't talk about. You get to edit your class and score streaks before we hop into the action. Obviously, with how much more diverse this game's going to be, how much more you have to be familiar with different weapons, different score streaks. Before each game, you're going to have a chance to edit your class, get everything set to go. As soon as players ready up, we'll be ready to hop in. Again, game 1 is going to be Hardpoint on Combine. I cannot wait to get the action, Matt.
And as a team, you're really going to have to work together to pick, what are we going to ban? What are we going to protect? What order we're going to do it in? And then, as we said before, it's a race. So those first 2 players are trying to ban and protect the same thing. It's to whoever gets there first.
All right, game 1, Team Kiwi going up against Team TP. All right, I know this isn't the finals of a tournament, but I still need a prediction out of Matt. Who you picking in this one?
Team TP is pretty strong. I'm going to be looking to see how Buzzo, though, plays for Team Kiwi. He's got that Reaper Psychosis. With the assault rifle, you imagine they protected the Man of War. He's going to have that in his hands. Going to be interesting to see how he's going to play.
Well, speaking of what you talked about, Buzzo, I'm going to kick things off with him as we're getting ready to hop into the action. What's bound to be an amazing game 1.
Yeah, and you're going to see them fight over this middle hard point. It's going to be right in the center of the map. Going to be teams fighting from all over the place. You're going to see teams going all the way up to that top side. You're going to see that green arrow try and get to the other side of the map for that flank. And then on the left-hand side, you're going to see players try and win those close quarter engagements and then just slide out and take that middle hard point.
Yep, you can see via the X-ray. Obviously, that is just for you viewers at home, and us casters able to get vision on where the pushes are coming for. Buzzo is going to be taken out after he started out 2-0. Going to switch over to Team TP. Tommy also 2-0. He's set up in the hard point right now, trying to get as much time as he can for his team. Out to an early lead here. Now, one thing I want to touch on as we're early into the game, we have a little bit of time to talk here. This has been a great addition. You have the ability here now on the controller.
Widget, yeah.
You pull up the widget here for each player. You can go through, you'll see at the bottom middle of the screen here, but you can see Psychosis. He has the Man of War. You can go through all the perks, see everything that they have on their class, able to pop it right back out. It's incredible here for us and for you at home to see what's going on in the action.
It's such a great little graphic end feature in the Codcaster mode. I mean, makes it so easy for the broadcast. It just looks great and professional. And you see Buzzo on a 5 streak now, has that Psychosis ability. It'll be interesting to see when he decides to use that. He's getting close to his streaks as well, Maven, so he's going to try and set up for this next hill, regen some health, try and get those streaks. As we remember back to Black Ops 2 competitive play, how large were score streaks?
Huge. It just completely changes the game. It's amazing to have them here in Black Ops 3, as we'll see Buzzo so close to streaks, and now he's going to have it set up. Going to have the Hellstorm missile, going to be set up for when he comes off a spawn. We're going to stay on with him, as he's got his specialist ability up.
He's fully
got
loaded.
streaks.
I mean, he has his specialist ability. He has 2 score streaks. The Hellstorm and that Guardian will decide when he uses it, and that's what's going to be the whole metagame, right? You're going to have that pre-match metagame deciding, what we're going to protect, what we're going to ban, what specialists we're going to use, and then in-game, right? When to use score streaks is such a large part of Black Ops 2. Now it's when to use your score streaks and specialist abilities, because those special abilities can change around the game, right? This hard point's so close. Let's say there was a ruin with the gravity spikes. He was able to just jump in there, clear a hard point out like that. You wouldn't want to waste that. You see, that is going to be the Nomad using his rejack ability to come back to life right there.
Yeah, I'm going to keep eyes on with Tommy real quick, just because he's 9-6. He has the Annihilator in his pocket when he's ready to use that. We've seen that be used very effectively in different game modes. There it is. There's the one-shot kill. Can he get a second? Able to pick it up as he's heating up with the Annihilator. You see, he's got 5 shots left in that. They've got a 23-point advantage here, and Tommy's starting to roll.
And we've seen some players do some great things with the Annihilator. He absolutely destroys Gotaga there. And they're just able to push out those spawns and really just lock it down for the team. I mean, how huge on a hardpoint, Maven, is when your team gets control, you're able to push out, take 2-3 players out from the next wave of the opponent. It's able to buy your team, 20-30 seconds on the hill.
Well, we had Kiwi in the hill. He's 11-9, going to end up dropping here. They're trailing big time. We've seen some great comebacks in this game already as we've been watching just the action again over the past couple days. We already see Sensor here. He's going to push forward with the Kuda. Not able to win that gunfight. He is going to end up dropping. They're starting to mount the comeback right now for Team Kiwi. And I got to go back to Buzzo, though. He hasn't even used his streak set. He's still holding on to the specialist. I'm going to keep going back to him just so you at home can get an eye of when he's going to start to put these into effect.
Yeah, you definitely want to see his Psychosis come into effect. It's going to be awesome. So you see that Nomad ability, that rejack coming into effect again. He had no idea where that player was going to come up and go once he's out of that smoke. And see, Buzzo gets taken out by that guy, but it's all timing on when to use these, Maven. You see Buzzo just waiting for the perfect opportunity to do so, because his team is still pretty close in the game, right? There's no reason to panic right now. Still 6 minutes, 20 seconds to go. You're going to expect him to hold on to it when it's really, in a clutch situation.
And TP right now, on the side of Team TP, starting to pull away a bit here. 40-point advantage. I'm going to stay with him through the respawn. He's 16-11. You can see he has his specialist ability locked and loaded as well. Beginning to heat up here. Starting to really pull away. Excellent job from his side thus far.
The specialist abilities are going to change from player to player. You see the overdrive is going to be activated by TP. He's going to get that fast player movement cross map. You're going to see OBJ players in lots of, objective-based game modes obviously use this, and as he's using that Kuda, probably the favorite of the SMGs from the players thus far.
Yeah, you can see how fast he was able to get into the action, get back to that hard point, pick up the 2-piece there with the sub. Great stuff from TP, and they're completely in control of this game right now,
look back to Black Ops 2, right, for competitive games. There was the OBJ players, the anchors. Now, with the specialist abilities, you're going to have different, anchors, and OBJ players play differently. Like an anchor, for instance, would probably use the Outrider Sparrow, the compound bow, able to just stay at range and pick players off. Maybe they use the Annihilator pistol, able to pick up some easy kills on the rotation, or even, you could say you can use the combat focus, earn more towards score streaks. While it's activated, rack them up. And here's you see the compound bow come into effect.
Sorry, Sensor, going to stick that one in your back. He's going to tag him up, just trying to pick one up, gets hit markers, and in comes the Sparrow kill for Gotaga as he's able to take out Merc.
It's such an awesome animation when he hits him with the bow. It's just awesome. Watch the players fly back. You see Tommy with that Annihilator pistol yet again, picking up another one. He has been so good on when to use that. Though he's done a great job knowing when the players are coming off spawn and from where, and then using that specialist ability, able to pick up 2-3 kills for his team.
And Buzzo pushing in, still has the Hellstorm, still has his specialist to work with as well. He's got 3 players in front, getting pushed, not able to clean it up. You can see we've got like 5:45 on the clock right now, and this one just continues to pull away here.
Yeah, and you see Flexi with the Kuda, going to be playing pretty OBJ-minded near the hill. He's going to have one player use that reflex ability outside. Now they're just going to watch this side door. Hardpoint is such a great game mode, Maven. You know, for the people new at home, why don't you explain what Hardpoint is?
I mean, for Hardpoint, we're going to be playing to a max of 250. Obviously, this is going to be rotating basically on a 60-second timer as they're going to look to control, you know, you can call it the hill. Basically, you're trying to lock down this area, and so far, it's been Team TP just completely controlling, and that's really on the back of TP and Tommy. You can see Tommy doing it objectively. He's been doing it in the slaying department as well. Who's really been jumping out for you on both these sides, Matt?
Oh, you know, Tommy, he's been so smart with the way he's used his abilities. You know, Merc, he's macking it, right? I mean, he's got that Tempest. He's going to be able to use that in case they get the hill, right? So it's going to be something that you can charge up, fires a little bit of electricity, shocking targets, chaining to nearby enemies. So let's say there's a hard point where the opposing team has 2-3 players in it. He can charge it up, hit one, jumps from player to player, gets them weak. Opportunity for his teammates with the SMGs to push in.
Yeah, and I want to get back to Merc in just a second because he has the Hellstorm to work with as well. We came on the tail end of his Lightning Strike. I know Tommy had the Annihilator, but let's see what he's able to do here. Merc trying to push forward.
Here's his Tempest, so he's going to charge this up, try and hit one of these players, see if it jumps from player to player. He's going to shoot it, but not able to pick one up. I do like.
Yeah, he got one. I think that transferred over. I didn't see if the second player was able to get cleaned up.
I like when he elected to use it, though, right? Yeah. You know, the opposing team had the hill. You knew there was going to be 2 or 3 players in this short area, and you see Merc picking up a big 3-piece there with the M8 A7. It's a burst rifle, Maven, just like the M8. Fan favorite from Black Ops 2.
Merc looking so comfortable yet again. And there you go. You see the clone coming through. He's going to get shots in. But now it's time to call in the Hellstorm. Here it comes. Kenny lines some up. Boom. And there it is. Able to pick up one. Kiwi, unfortunately, taking it to the face there as he's going to drop it. It's going to be a 100-point advantage right now for Team TP. They've got this game locked down right now.
Kiwi needs to turn up now, Maven. They're going to be pushing that hill from the right side. You can see the spawns coming in. Go on with one of them, maybe Buzzo as he comes off the spawn, see if he's going to make anything happen.
We'll check out Buzzo. He's going to start to push forward. His teammate cleans up one. He's getting shot from the right, able to come through. You can see via X-ray. He's got one on his left. Not going to be able to clean that up, but only 42 points away is Team TP. We'll stay with Buzzo here through the respawn. Actually, I see Kiwi's on the 3 streak. Let's hop over here, see if Kiwi can get going. Not that far off the streak span.
Yeah, he has that reject ability. He can, you know, build that up. Maven, when he's playing in the hill, he's able to come back a second time. Gives himself a good opportunity to win. I think that's really where you're going to see, you know, the metagame develop. You know, in the pre-game lobby, are people going to, know TP's a great player with that reject ability? Do we have to ban that? Are we that worried about that? Or are you worried about, you know, Buzzo using the Man of War? There's also stuff that you don't want in the game as well. So I love that the players are the ones that really decide all of these things.
Well, we do see Tommy on the 3 streak. He's 38-26, leading all players. He's got the Annihilator in hand. Can he get forward? Sees one more, trying to line it up. The reload not in time. Going to miss that shot, and eventually he will fall. They only need 30 points to close out game number 1. Team Kiwi just cannot keep up right now, Matt.
So here's where the meta really develops, Maven, right? You know, Tommy absolutely crushing here in game number 1. We've seen him really dominate with that Annihilator pistol. Does the opposing team decide to ban that going into the next game? It's got to be on their mind. You know, one of the first things that would need to go if they're going to make a comeback in this series.
That's the crazy thing, too, is we're talking about different game types as well. I mean, what's going to work really well in Hardpoint may not work as well in S&D. What's working well in S&D, you know, not the same for Uplink. So it's going to be amazing. And, you know, obviously there hasn't been a ton of time for these games to kind of develop a meta and get forward with these players. But there's going to be so much over time. Like, the way this is going to change, it's going to be so fun to watch how it works out.
Month to month, day to day, the meta is going to change in this game, right? You know, players are going to say, hey, for an OBJ player, maybe this specialist and this setup works well. And then the next month, once teams start to adjust and, you know, ban some of the things that the OBJ players are using, they're going to have to pick a new kind of default loadout. So it's going to change from game to game, month to month. It's just going to be amazing for Call of Duty Esports.
Well, I'm going to go on with Team Kiwi, Matt. Only 10 points more needed for Team TP.
They're
They would
trying
need
to
a
do the
miracle
improbable here, Maven.
They've got enough time. Can they pull the improbable? You see the point sticking in. It should be, that should be it here with the final Hardpoint. They should be able to close it out as they're going to get set up inside. That's going to be 250 for Team TP as they're able to close it out. Let's give them a round of applause in game number 1.